We are in Tehran, the capital city of Iran. My name is Noushin and I'm an English teacher. I teach usually at home. Learning English in Iran is quite popular. I specialize in teaching IELTS, which is even more popular because a lot of people are planning to go to other countries to continue their education, and that's a test they need to pass. I went to different countries, and what surprised me was that a lot of people were not able to speak English until I went to Amsterdam, and I realized that a lot of people did speak English, which was a pleasant surprise. So my question is, how come a lot of people can speak English other than Dutch in Amsterdam and in Netherlands, but they can't in other countries in Europe?
Hi Noushin, thank you for your question. It was, why do Dutch people speak English so well? Maybe better than other European countries. Really, we've always needed English. Holland is a very small country, and ever since the Dutch Golden Age, which was a time of economic expansion and trade, worldwide trade, we've needed English to be able to communicate with the rest of the world. We're also a small country in between three big language areas, which is English but also German and French. So to be able to be a player on a European level but also a global level, we've always had to use English and learn English. Another reason why English is spoken well in the Netherlands is because in the Netherlands, in Dutch secondary schools, there's a growing popularity of the communicative language approach to foreign language teaching, which means that the way Dutch pupils are to learn English is really focused on using it functionally, so communicating with either the productive skills, so writing or speaking. So instead of the traditional way of learning grammar rules and starting with the grammar rule and then drilling it and repeating it, we start with a language task where students are motivated to communicate about a certain topic. So they want to communicate a message really that's there. So it has to be something they like, it has to connect to their world really. And when they have this need to communicate, so when they're communicating, when they're using English, and we encourage them to make mistakes, don't worry about the pronunciation, just try and get your message across. So we also teach a lot of communication skills, verbal and non-verbal. Afterwards, when they've done this, then we focus on grammatical rules. Then we focus on maybe you should have used this word, maybe this pronunciation can be a little bit different here and there. But that's after they've already communicated. So that's a different approach, and it's very much again focused on communication, right? On verbal communication. Also, in Dutch secondary education, it has been a compulsory subject for a long time. Also there's a growing number of bilingual schools in the Netherlands. So more and more schools now are choosing actually to teach both in Dutch and in English. This is at the secondary school level, but now these days increasingly also at the primary school level. And if you're looking beyond secondary school actually, if you're looking at higher education, there's even more English being used there. About 80% of master programs at Dutch universities these days are taught in English. Popular culture though is a very, very big part of it. Just an example, in the Netherlands, nothing here, no movies or television shows are dubbed in Dutch. It's all subtitled. Now compare that to France and Germany, everything there is dubbed in either French or German. For that reason, people just don't hear as much English as we do here. So I hope I've been able to answer your question.